Welcome to the PORRS Grand Prix at Reims, our version of Daytona. And we have a start. Looks like Skyrick spun the tires right off the get-go, and looks like the lead's going to be handed over to his teammate Rick Ray with John Nelson all over him and patting that Mazda. Great start. Lid slid. John's all over the back of him like a cheap suit. And looks like Bob Robertson's trying to get a sniff of that draft. Approaching speeds of 215 miles an hour. Hard braking into the turn. Oh, Patrick has to take the escape route. That's going to relegate him back in the pack. And John makes the pass on Rick. And let's see if John can stay out in front once that grab train starts to hook up. Looks like Sandy Robinson's now up into fourth. And followed by Scott Leone in fifth place. Jag, Nissan, March, Porsche. Pro, Tom Nacella, nice job. And Rick's trying to find a way back around him. That toe is huge with these cars. Oh, that's Tom Nacella in fourth. Got that probe working for him. Bob's all over the back of Rick now. It's a good toe. Toe is one thing, passing it is another. It's almost like you're hitting a brick wall when you try to pull out. Unless you've got some help, it's not going to work. And side by side they go. Neither one wants to give an inch. Still side by side. And first place, John Nelson, followed by Rick Ray, followed by Bob Robertson, Tom Nacella, Scott, Sandy, Pat, Sid, Sheldon, and Scott's finally caught back up to the pack. Like John is starting to put out a little bit of a gap. Yeah, if Tom and Bob hook up, they'll catch him quick. Oh, something must have happened to Tom. Scott gets by him going up the hill. Scott Leone followed by Tom Nacella. Followed by Sandy. first. Second. The battle for third. Scott, Tom, and Sandy. Two SBM teammates. Oh, something must happen to Sandy because now Bob Robertson's back up into the 5th spot, followed by Pat Collins. Pat's sucking that Mazda up right behind that Nissan. See if they can catch up with Tom Nisella up ahead. Yeah, you definitely have to have a dancing partner at this track. You also got to trust the guy behind you not to plow into you going into the corner. John Nelson still leads, followed by Rick Ray, Scott Leon, Bob Robertson, Tom Nisella, and that battle right there with Pat Collins. Oh, looks like Scott's finally caught up to Sam. Let's see if you guys can draft their way back up to these three. Got Nissan Power, Ford, and Mazda. I think at that time Ford still owned about 40% Mazda. Oh, Pat goes down on the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Yeah, he's got that turbo lag. Tom beats him back out of the corner. Now they let Bob get away. Now they got to try to catch back up. They're making up some ground. This could get interesting in a few laps. I think the Toyota and the Mazda are pretty similar, so they can suck up pretty quick, but they cannot lead. Yeah, the grunt of that Jag just pulls him out of the corner. Oh, they can see the candy dangling in front of them. They caught up with Pat. Let's see what'll happen now. quick. At this point, drafting this close, you better know this track. It's not a time to learn. Going into the corner. Will Sam be able to stay close enough to him this time? No. And back up to the next three that they're trying to catch. Scott goes wide. Bob and Tom able to get by him. Oh, and there's Scott. Oh, they caught him. We've got a race on our hands. Maybe it was one of those things, objects appear closer than they appear. Because it sure looked like they were right up on him in that corner. And Bob's leading the train. Everyone nice under braking, nice through the corner. Getting back on the gas. Well, at these speeds, they're really only about 1.5 seconds behind them. See if they're able to get into the frame on this shot. Well, there's Scott. The corner. Yep. Definitely closing. Oh, horrific crash by Bob Robertson. We don't know what happens, whether he was trying to pit, got clipped, or just lost it. We're going to go in our super slow-mo and see if we can see what happens. Oh my gosh. We hope he's okay. It looks like there's weird tires flying around behind him. And he's going back out on the track. Hope the drivers coming can see him and avoid him. Gotta thank that cameraman for that quick slow move. Uh-oh, just what Scott saw. Like at over 200 miles an hour. Oh, looks like Bob was able to kind of nurse it over to the pits, but he may have entered the pit incorrectly and he will not get serviced. It's a bad end to a great run. There goes your leader, John, by. Yeah, Bob's trying to make it work, But I think he didn't get inside that cone on entry. Here comes Rick in for his pit stop. There goes Tom Nisolaby. And more takers on a pit stop. Look like this might be, that looks like Scott. And Rick behind his teammate. Or Scott behind his teammate Rick, sorry. Here comes Sid into the pits. Green flag stops. If it was Daytona, it'd probably be under caution. And at this point in the race, I believe that is going to be Scott Leone running in third. Followed by Pat in the Mazda. With the speeds and the boost everybody was running in this race and everything leaned out, it definitely was going to be a two-stopper. It's just how much strategy do you make? Fill it up to bounce the car out on the second stop, or take as little as possible to get out as fast as you can and have a lighter car. And here we're taking a look at your P2 leader, Sheldon. Fortunately, Sheldon lost the draft early, so he's been kind of running this one on his own. Sheldon put together a fine, nice, consistent run today. Sheldon just out for a Sunday cruise. And we're starting to wind down the race, getting into the closing laps. going to be the P2 class win going to Sheldon. Coming in 5th, Scott Leon Guerrero in the 962 Coca-Cola Porsche. Coming home in 4th, Sad Collins in the Team LSR Ludicrous Speed Racing Toyota. Bringing it home in 3rd, Pat Collins in the Team LSR Mazda. And your 2nd place finisher, bringing it all the way back from the start of the race spin, in the lime green Jag, Quick Static Racing, Scott Richards. And the man bringing it home in 1st place. His return after a short hiatus with a dominant run in his Jag, Mr. John Nelson.